Hi, everybody. Welcome to Women in Gender Studies 102, Gender and Social Justice. This course is online and asynchronous, meaning there are no scheduled meeting times or places. You will participate in this course online using WGS102.org and using our eClass site. So my name is Dr. Daisy Raphael. You can call me Daisy or Dr. Raphael, but please don't call me professor because I am not appointed as a professor at the university. I am hired as an instructor. So a little bit about me. I have a PhD in political science from the University of Alberta, and I have expertise in Canadian politics and gender in politics. I have over 6 years of experience teaching in the fields of women and gender studies and political science. And I have training as a teaching fellow, a former teaching fellow, I should say, at the Peter Lougheed Leadership College. Before that, I was a teaching assistant and I used to grade papers for professors when I was finishing my undergrad and starting my master's degree. I was the curriculum developer or content developer for WGS 102, which means I designed the learning objectives for this course and wrote the content and lessons that you'll be reading throughout the course. So I'm really excited to be teaching this course because it's really a passion project of mine. My research focuses on the politics of commemoration, specifically the racial and colonial politics of commemoration, but I've also studied gender and media portrayals of politicians. And so with those research backgrounds, I've published several journal articles and book chapters. And I have a dog named Charlie. Here's Charlie. You may occasionally hear him in the background of office hours or as I'm recording videos or lectures. He's an Airedale Terrier. So I really love online teaching. I do have a lot of experience with online teaching, even outside of the context of COVID-19. I really appreciate online teaching because it offers flexibility for students. It can be more accessible for students with all kinds of different learning needs. This course in particular is open access, meaning anyone can actually follow along with the course content on WGS102.org, even if they're not registered in this course. With online teaching, I often find I provide a lot more one-on-one support to students, and I will be here to support you one-on-one during office hours, for example. And of course, the other thing I love about online teaching is you can do it while wearing stretchy pants, which you can't if you're teaching in a classroom, which I do on Tuesdays and Thursdays, where I have to wear real pants or hard pants, as some people call them now. So let me just explain how the two different websites work for this course. So on WGS102.org, you'll find the lessons and the lectures. You can read and listen to the lessons and watch videos. You'll learn about the readings and big ideas, and you'll test your knowledge. And anyone, like I said, can log on to WGS102.org and follow along with the content. So you, your mom, maybe your uncle who says problematic things at Thanksgiving dinner can log on to WGS102.org and learn about gender and social justice. eClass is for you, the registered students. So in eClass, you'll log in, engage in discussion with your peers, communicate with me and our teaching assistant, Eric, and submit assignments and receive grades. Like I said, I'll be available to you for one-on-one support during office hours. These will be hosted online on Zoom. You need to book 24 hours in advance because I don't log on to Zoom and sit and wait and hope that somebody shows up. I need you to book and let me know that you need an appointment. So as long as you do that about 24 hours beforehand, I will be there. I've asked you to fill out a survey indicating your availability. So as long as everybody is accommodated by the office hours that me and Eric have proposed, we will not be scheduling any office hours meetings outside of our scheduled times. So please let us know your availability, because if our proposed office hour times do not meet everybody's needs, then I can add a few more times to ensure that anyone can book when they need to. For this course, we would like you to post any general questions you have on eClass in the questions about the course and assignments discussion board. As a general rule, try 3 before me. So if you don't know something, first check the syllabus and check eClass to see if somebody's already posted about it, or to see if the question has already been answered in the syllabus. Then you can also check the assignment instructions or ask a friend in the course. Finally, if you can't find the answer, please post in the discussion board. And if you see that somebody's posted a question and you yourself know the answer because you've read it in the syllabus, perhaps, then you can answer each other's questions. We really need you to post your general questions, meaning questions like, which citation style do you want me to use? Or I can't find this reading. Do you know where it is? Or this link doesn't work. Post all of those questions or concerns that are general or relevant to the whole class in the discussion board. And this is for a few reasons. First of all, it ensures that everybody in the class has access to the same information. So nobody's getting any information that someone else doesn't have. Second, this is for practicality reasons. Eric and I don't want to answer the same question 10 times over email when we could just answer it once in the discussion board. And I have about 175 students this term, so this will really, really help me if you can post your general questions there. But of course, if you have questions that are specific to you. For example, if you have a question about whether you can get an extension on an assignment, you can send an email to both me and Eric, your TA. And I do want you to email both of us because sometimes Eric may be able to respond a little bit faster than me or vice versa. So we're a team, so let us both know. So email us for questions specific to you and post general questions in the discussion boards. So when it comes to communication, we will respond within about 2 business days. Sometimes we'll be faster, but we cannot guarantee that we're always going to respond immediately to your emails, because emails, unlike text messages, are not an instantaneous form of communication where we're always on, right? So we'll also respond within regular business hours. So if you email us at like 11 o'clock, don't expect a response right away. We'll probably get back to you the next day or the day following. We will respond to emails from your U of A email account. So if you're emailing from your iPhone or from your smartphone, make sure you're emailing us from your U of A account. We will also redirect you to post your question on eClass if you send us a general question, meaning a question that is relevant to the whole class. We will not respond on a Friday night, and we also won't email you on a Friday night, for example. We will not ever email you on the weekends to give you work to do. And we ask that you don't also email us on the weekends asking us to do work, because we need breaks too. We're not robots. So we like to have days off and hang out with our friends and family, or cook or go to the gym or whatever it is. So we won't always be available to respond to you on the weekends. In fact, we typically will not respond to emails on weekends. And typically we won't respond in the evenings as well. We'll respond in regular business hours. So meaning about 8 a.m. to around 5:30, 6 p.m. And we will not respond to emails from personal accounts. So what if I need an extension? This is a question that you might be having. And I've outlined the policy for extensions in the syllabus, so please read that carefully. But here's my response. So if it's for the big idea challenge where you can submit one over any number of weeks, just consider doing a different challenge. If you haven't started, but you were hoping to do the challenge for module 1, but you didn't quite get to it, that's not a good enough reason. But say if you were recording your video for the challenge and then something happened, like, your mom called and it was urgent and you had to go and tend to something, well then, okay, just let us know and we'll figure it out. So consider doing a different challenge if you really haven't started your challenge yet. If you need an extension though, if you're almost finished your challenge or you're working on your documentary film analysis, but something came up, then email us, email both of us, Daisy and Eric. Make sure you include the course name, WGS 102, in the subject line, and the word extension. It should say extension in the subject line so that we know this is time sensitive. So explain what's going on. So, I know I need to submit my documentary film analysis by this date, but I've been really stressed because I had to look after my grandma, or I was protesting government cuts to post-secondary education, or I was really busy because I was driving people out to vote in the federal election. Okay, just let us know what's going on and then provide an alternative deadline. I can submit it by this Wednesday before midnight. Would that be okay? And then we'll respond and say, thanks for letting us know. Yes, please get it in by this Wednesday at midnight. So let us know what's going on. Give us a reasonable date by which you can complete, and we will respond accordingly. If you're struggling with mental health or physical health or something else going on, we will do our best to refer you to appropriate resources to make sure that you have the support that you need. And on that note, you may struggle at some point during this term or during your university education. It's bound to happen. So what should you do if you find yourself really struggling? You're getting behind, you're too stressed to work on any assignments. The first thing I would do is book an office hours appointment with me or with Eric. We're both really nice people and we won't get mad at you. We won't scold you. We'll try not to judge you. We're just going to try to support you and make sure you have the resources that you need, and to try to make sure you have what you need in order to complete the course requirements. So book an office hours appointment, talk to me. I'm really nice. I'll try to make you feel better. I'll make sure you have the resources you need. If you're too nervous to meet with me during office hours, which you shouldn't be, because like I said, I'm super nice, then send me an email and or email Eric. Let us know what's going on. And again, we'll refer you to resources and supports. You can also look into all kinds of different resources and supports that are available to you. And there's tons of them on the U of A website. So check out the resources available. There's never any shame in asking for help or support. Talk to a friend, talk to someone from the class. If you're stressed out, chances are you're not the only one. So once again, do not hesitate to book an office hours appointment with me or send me an email if you find yourself struggling this term. So let's talk about the course. So there are 12 different modules in WGS 102, and each module is designed to take about a week to complete. The assignments include big idea challenges. I'll talk a little bit about those in a moment. Online discussions. You have the option to do a community service learning placement in this course. Another assignment is a documentary film analysis. And then everybody will write a final exam at the end of this. So everything you're doing in this course is designed to prepare you for the final exam. This is what a typical week looks like in WGS 102. So on Monday, you'll wake up in the morning feeling so excited because a new module is about to open on WGS102.org, and you can hardly contain yourself. So you're going to sit down, complete the lessons, do all your readings, test yourself, and then you're going to log into eClass at some point during the week to take part in discussion with your peers in small groups. You have to complete discussion posts for every module, and they're always due the Tuesday following the release of a new module. So module 1 will open on Tuesday because Monday's a holiday, September 7th, and you will have until September 14th, the following Tuesday, to complete that discussion activity. If you've decided to do the big idea challenge for that module, you will complete that by the Monday following the release date. So module 1 opens on Tuesday, September 7th. You'll have until Monday, September 13th to complete the big idea challenge. I'll tell you more about the big idea challenge. But first, you might be thinking, well, Daisy, I looked at WGS102.org and I can already see all the modules. So they're already open. Can I just work ahead? I don't recommend working ahead, and there are two reasons. One is because these ideas and readings, they take a while to absorb and to think through. Nothing in this course is designed to be rushed, and you shouldn't try to cram it all into a short amount of time. So that's one reason. Second, I am going to be revising each module and adding new information, making updates, perhaps changing one reading for another throughout. So it doesn't make sense really to skip too far ahead, because I might change something and then you're going to feel like you wasted your time because you did all that reading and then I changed it. So try to stick to the schedule. If modules are ready early, I'll let you know, and then maybe you want to read ahead. But still, like I said, don't rush. What is this big idea challenge thing? Okay, so challenges in this course ask you to make connections between quote unquote real life, or what's going on in the real world, to big ideas from the course. These are meant to challenge you, to make you think creatively about what you're learning. When you are completing a challenge, and there's more information about the challenges on WGS102.org, so go and take a look there. When you're completing a challenge, make sure that you refer to assigned resources and lessons from the course. Seriously, I can't emphasize this enough. You really need to make those connections and make those connections obvious. Otherwise, you're not actually fulfilling the assignment objectives, okay? You will submit 2 responses to the big idea challenges throughout the course. You'll submit 1 before October 12th, so about midway through the term, and you need to submit a second one before the 29th of November. But you have to submit these challenges by the due date for the specific module you're doing. So if you're doing the Big Idea Challenge for Module 1, that is due on September 13th. And then they go week by week and so on. So you can pick and choose which modules you want to do. And you may want to think about those according to your schedule or your interests, but make sure that you submit your modules by the date, make sure you submit your challenges by the module due date. And you have to do one in the first half of the term and one in the second half of the term. The community service learning students will also do Big Idea challenges. You'll do 2 of those as well. And community service learning students will not do the online discussion. So back up. What is community service learning? If you don't know what community service learning is, check out the community service learning section on eClass. Community service learning in WGS 102 is optional. This is not a requirement. Those students who choose to do CSL will spend approximately 20 hours or 25 hours doing a CSL placement with a community organization. Those students who choose this option will not engage in the weekly discussions about the course content because they'll be spending a lot of time in their placements. So instead, if you're doing CSL, you'll just log on to eClass 4 times in the semester to engage in discussion about your placements. And at the end of the term, instead of doing the documentary film analysis, you will do a presentation connecting what you did in your CSL placement to the course content. And again, there's more information about community service learning on eClass. Okay, finally, this is what you need to do this week. You don't need to learn any course content this week. I just want you to focus on getting yourself oriented to the course and figuring out where things are and what you have to do. So I want you to read the syllabus very closely because this contains all of the information you need to know about the course. I want you to complete an introductory discussion post about what you want to know about your first year of university, or if you're in your second, third, or fourth year, what you wish you knew in your first year. I want you to find the resources about online learning on WGS102.org and read about how to do academic reading. Yes, I want you to read about how to read, seriously. Familiarize yourself with the WGS.org website, try navigating through it a little bit. Try to find where things are on eClass. Ask any questions you have in the questions about the course and assignment section. Read the syllabus one more time, can't hurt. Put all of the deadlines in your calendar. So don't count on us, me and Eric, to remind you when things are due. It's up to you to keep track of all of your deadlines. So record those and put them in your calendar. And what I like to do is set about 3 alerts so that I don't forget anything. So you can try that strategy too. And then go and enjoy the long weekend. And then next week, we will start learning the content from Module 1.